Custom sounds of the road boy thing.
Hello, welcome to page 3, your ultimate glamour zone. I'm Shanu and of course I'm here to welcome you to yet another beautiful episode of page 3. Today's episode of page 3 spells a bit of high street fashion, and so that's why I've chosen to wear this coat. And of course it's the month that December is coming closer, winter fashion statements are getting nearer. But of course, nammade Keralathil winter illathadukonde ee settle bhayangara AC ulladukonde I can afford to wear that. But either way, it's always important to look stylish. So let's see what all gossip and what all fashion we've brought you today. Today you have a lot of fun stories. Well, amongst those doing the top are that Virat Kohli and Anushka were seen dressed formally in a hospital. Find out why. Actor Rahman is with Jyotika. And Trisha and Dhanush were seen partying together, and probably that's why Trisha has landed herself a role with Dhanush. Find out lots more about all these and more stories on our segment What's Boiling. Also, you'll get to meet the wonderful designer Rocky as up close and personal. Also get to see his latest collection of this year, the year 2014, in our segment Rendezvous Counter. Aju Varghese is an extremely talented actor. With probably a few handful of movies, he's managed to capture so many hearts. And page 3 is really excited for him. Of course, he's done so many number of hits, and of course, Velli Munga that he gave recently was a tremendous hit and everybody appreciated his performance. He got married in February this year, that is the year 2014, and also recently became a dad, a father of a baby girl and baby boy, twins that there. Of course, all of you know that already. Page 3 definitely feels that ever since the baby's conception, he has been so lucky and he's been getting so many more movies. Now, of course, since the babies grow up, we surely hope and pray that he does extremely well in the film industry and gets many more movies and reaches many more heights as well. Parineeti Chopra debuted into this industry just a few years ago, and with those movies she's won so many hearts. Of course, she's related to Piggy Chops, that is Priyanka Chopra, and of course Biggie's sister always comes to the rescue. Now Priyanka Chopra is going ahead and advising Parineeti Chopra on the kind of movie roles that she should take up. Apparently, according to Piggy Chops, Parineeti's roles are going very repetitive and there is nothing new in that. And Parineeti goes ahead and takes this advice quite seriously, and so she decides to do an action movie next. Now everybody is really excited to see how well she can play this role, or whether this point will actually make or break her career. Well, all her future depends on this, and of course Priyanka Chopra is quite smart, you know. Endoka hit aanengilum, it's always better for the money to come into the family rather than go outside the family. Vijay's movie Kathi won many accolades at the box office, and of course many people have enjoyed and appreciated him and praised him for giving such a blockbuster hit after so long. But of course, with everything positive, there was a small negative aspect also associated with this movie, that a very ardent fan of Vijay, lost his life because of the Palabhishekam that they were giving for his poster for this movie launch. Well, of course, everybody is as sad, and Vijay also showed his condolences on social networking sites. And not only that, with a great heart that he went to visit this person's house and family and gave them a sum of rupees 3 lakhs as condolence. And of course, page 3 is wondering that 3 lakhs is probably not as equivalent to their son's life. But of course, Vijay has a big heart and we want to appreciate you for this. Kalabhavan Shahjahan in the industry lo vanno, he's always been compared with Kalabhavan Mani. Of course, both of them are really great actors, can pull off the villain roles extremely well, and of course on all factors possibly they were compared on a large scale. പക്ഷേ ആളുകൾ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത് there was absolutely one factor that they couldn't be matched up on, is that Kalabhavan Mani is an extremely good singer. Now, this factor was definitely affecting Shahjahan into some ways, but ever since Drishyam gave him such a tremendous hit, he's had the voice to talk about his desires and what he wants and what he doesn't want. And so on that note, he decided to talk to people, saying that he's interested in singing a song for a movie. And for that, the results are magnificent, and he's done brilliantly and delivered such a beautiful song called Maye Maye for the movie Nyangalude Veettile Adithigal. Of course, Page 3 wants to congratulate him for being so versatile and diverse and so talented as an actor. Virat Kohli is seen along with Anushka in a hospital. Now we are actually wondering what both of them would be doing there, because endoke ayalum, no matter how many times they're seen at each other's residence, they're always keeping their relationship under wraps. But recently they were seen in the Kokila Ben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital in Bombay, and that too wearing formals. Well, endoke ayalum, we are really wondering what both of them would be up to over there. We all know that Virat Kohli is a wonderful player and he's won India many accolades. പക്ഷേ ലൈഫിൽ അത് ഡക്കൗട്ട് ആവാതിരിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. Vela Pattathary's director Vel Raj is coming up with a new movie, and for this movie he has signed Dhanush for the lead role. Of course, there was a lot of speculation going on as to who will be playing the female lead in this movie. Angane irikkumboഴാണ് we've heard that Trisha is finally going to be signed for this movie. Now, of course, this is a really big deal for her, and keeping all that aside, she was also seen partying mad with Dhanush, clicking selfies, getting high and dancing and making merry for hours and hours together. And all those pictures are over the internet. Now, page 3 in its devilish mind is actually wondering whether ee partying aano Trisha ki role labichadu ado, well, whatever it is, it's a win-win situation for everyone, as in Trisha has got her role and, well, Dhanush has got his heroine. The movie Drishyam has been winning so many appreciations from everyone, from critics and the audience alike. Well, of course, the movie was made into Drishyam, and then it is Pabanasham which is going to be released, and of course in Kannada, well, so many other industries. Now this movie is going all the way to Bollywood, and guess who is quite interested in reprising this role of our very own Mohanlal? Well, it is none other than Saif Ali Khan. Now, ever since he heard the script, he is waiting so anxiously to get this movie started that he's constantly behind the producers and the director of this movie to start the production. Well, what page 3 feels is, more than the movie needs him, I think he needs the movie, because for quite some time he's been quite dry and thanda at the box office. Well, we sure hope that you give up some justice and live up to the names of all the actors in the South, and you do quite well, just as much as the other remakes of this movie. Ad filmmaker Lakshman is going to have his first directorial venture called Romeo and Juliet. For this, the lead roles they have roped in Jayam Ravi and Hansika Motwani. But when we think about the word Romeo and Juliet, we always think of love and crazily, madly, deeply in love with each other. But for this, the posters have come out in a slightly different way, and of course, it's Lakshman's brain, where both Hansika and Jayam Ravi will be seen fighting with each other. Now, talking about Jayam Ravi, he is extremely careful in selecting all his scripts. Just like the other major actors like Vijay or whoever, he doesn't have such a huge fan base nor a fans association to promote his movies. But no matter what, he will see to it that his producer doesn't incur any loss and the movie doesn't get to a flop stage, but he'll definitely shoot out the movie towards a hit in some way or the other. Well, Page 3 really congratulates him for this kind of development and achievement in his life. And since he's decided to do this movie, we are quite sure the script must be really amazing. Well, irrespective, let's watch and see whether this movie is also another feather in his cap. Rahman is a very lucky actor and also at the same time is considered as a very unlucky actor. Now, why we say he's a very lucky actor is because he started acting at the tender age of 16, and right from then he was on the same level as big actors like Mammootty and Mohanlal. He had received so much importance as equal as them in those days. Then he got married to a very affluent family, and his brother-in-law is the Oscar-winning music composer A.R. Rahman, as we all know. പക്ഷേ അതിനുശേഷം there was this huge gap and he went entirely downhill, or basically blacked out of the whole career and the movie industry for a long time. പക്ഷേ this is where his unlucky period starts. He tries to make a comeback into the movie industry, പക്ഷേ very unsuccessful at that. He couldn't do much at it. And all his movies that came up were all supporting roles and the lead characters didn't do anything at all. Well, now he will be seen in the Tamil version of the movie How Old Are You, along with the actress Jyotika. Basically, Namada Chakuchan played the same role. He will be doing it in the Tamil industry. So Page 3 really hopes that this movie can be a turning point in his career, and whether he will come on the same level as Mammootty and Mohanlal are today, this time will tell.